And we were talking about what we could do in terms of our presentations. We're going to present. I always present, so it's nice to have a chat and that. And we thought, well, what should we do? What can we do? Because we've got similar interests. And we sometimes do, we had a bit of a geek out. We started sort of saying, well, have you seen this app that does this? He said, well, have you seen that app? Check this out. I was like, well, have you seen that app? Check it. And we started going a bit like that. So what we thought we'd do is have a little go at that, really, and show some of the things that are really buzzing for us with our iPads and what have you at the moment. So I'm going to start off nice and simple. And I'll put the microphone somewhere I can go hold it. If your students do decide to do something in your lesson, okay, this handy little app called Tap Roulette. Okay, you've got some students doing some group work, and you can multi-touch on the screen. Although for some reason it's upside down now. You touch like so, and then big finger, and then it then chooses which student is going to do the task, who's going to speak, so forth and so on. So I'll start with that one, Tap Roulette, and I'll also put the sound on. My next one is Decide Now, because sometimes you want to actually pick more than just 5-fingered people. So you can use this and put your student's name in, spin it round like so, and the person who's going to talk, answer the question, run the class, do my work for me, will be Alice. So first one was Tap Roulette, second one is Decide Now. Can you do any better than that, Mr. Smart? You can. Yep. Okay, so the first couple that I'm going to do is very, very simple again. A little bit the same sort of within the classroom. The first one is too noisy. It can get too noisy sometimes within the lesson, and basically it just monitors these. So I'll be quiet for a second. But then when it gets a bit, it kicks off. It gets really, really noisy, and just students know that is too noisy to be working. Another one, if you're in secondary school and you don't really like the man with his fingers in the ears, you can get a little bit technical in terms of decibels. So you've got now, it's the average quiet street, normal, quiet home, singing, etc. And you can monitor that. You can also set a limit. So if there is a limit, or you can set what the peak is of that lesson, you can monitor. There we are, it's 78 decibels. It's pretty noisy. But you, Mark, what have you got? That was called decibel. Decibel 10th, I think, is it? Lots of people like to make their own Wordles. You can do that on your iPad now. This app's called Clevedon. You can just simply tap on here, create one from a web page, or enter your own text, pop it in, lovely nice word cloud, loads of layouts, what have you, just like Wordle. Anything better than that, Mr. Smart? Yeah, I've got something a lot better than that one. This one, if you just have a look, if you are looking for all the names of the apps, you can simply just go to the bit.ly/app Smackdown, and it's got all the list of the apps. It's also got it linked in. And I'm going to beat that one with Word Photo. This is an iPhone app, but you can obviously double size it, put it on your iPad. And it's a great way of doing a Wordle, but on a particular topic. So, for instance, this one here is all about photosynthesis. I've got a picture of a plant, and then all the keywords that go alongside that as well. Really, really simple to make. Just to give you a few other examples, we've got one here of Martin Luther King, and then an English one of Mice and Men. Over to you. Well, you see, iPads are really good when you're working with just one app. What's really, really good with an iPad is when you're just working one app and then move it into another one, so you can develop it and move it on forward even more. And so I'm going to take your app and I'm going to raise you to one called Molded, a free app where you can build picture collages like the one you see there. So you can take the one picture you've made, but not just one, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and lay them out in all these different layouts like so. Okay, you can add text on top, lay it out wherever you want to, and what's really good about it as a teacher is that you can print those out up to A2 inside without any loss of quality. Absolutely brilliant. So, can you do better than that? Funnily enough, yes. Here we go. Right, so you've got that sort of very basic picture. Maybe you've got your word art, something that Mark showed you, not very interesting, but then you want to make it a little bit more interesting. This is a thing called ThingLink.
And basically, you can put your photo in there, and you can then have, so let's go to the I Love Learning one, which I've set up before. You can embed maybe a little bit of text. This one's got a little video. Blow me and trumpet here, this is me presented last time. So the video then pops up on there. Another application of that could be, you could have an exam paper or exam question. That exam question could maybe have some helpful video links on that exam question. So if they are stuck, they can just go and have a look at the question.
Like many people, I really like to bring things to life. We heard Steve talking earlier about the work he was doing with his sperm. But I'm really into my spaceships. So I'm going to show you something here which can really bring learning to life when you're learning about things in space. It's an app called Spacecraft 3D. And that's me working on my phone for you to see. And that's my glamorous assistant that hold a piece of paper for me. So what you do, you have a piece of paper, like so, printed out. It has to be a special bit of paper for this one. And what you do is, you basically choose which spaceship you want from the list that you've got, and there's about 15 or so there. And then when you point your iPad at the piece of paper, so you can see that you're all there, and it's just a normal camera, just a normal piece of paper. When you point your iPad at that piece of paper, let's do this, it then recognises that bit of paper and puts a 3D representative model of that spaceship. So then it's a smart, that's an little bit of its hand, but there we go. The Curiosity Mars one is my favourite, because you can then tap on the side, and you can raise the mast on there, you can do a 90-degree turn, so forth and so on. So, can you do better than that?
Okay, we all know that it's a little bit boring physics, so let's get some biology. So this is called Anatomy 4D, and if my glamorous assistant could bring over the target image, I think that's what it's called. So here we go, so 4D anatomy. Brace yourself. Let's just change that a second. So there's your male. And then go back, you can put on or take off all the things that you wish. And let's just put on the muscular. So there's all the muscles. Let's put him some skin. There he is. Careful. Okay, that's one for after 9 o'clock. Over to you, Mark.
So sometimes we don't want to just work on some of these things which are a bit more suitable for older students or what have you. We want to have some things which will actually inspire younger writers, inspire younger students. And an app I've come across which will blew my mind a little bit. It's one with a character called Oboto. Okay? And basically what you do, you get a little guy, a little robot, a little rocket man. Okay? And I've seen my son getting really inspired by this guy. It's a really great way of inspiring young people. I'm sorry about how it's turned around. It looks great on here. So you power up your little robots. There he is. Tap on him. And he flies off. And then you get your camera. And you point your camera where you want the robot to land. So I'm just going to pop him over here. And he'd land on the bonnet of the taxi. And I can move around, and he'll follow me around and look up and look down. I can get him to do a little dance. I can get him to run around, turn around, what have you. And so if you're working in a primary setting, you're looking for something to engage young people in creative writing, then Oboto is a really good free app you can use there. Can you do better than that?
Okay, away from augmented reality a second. This one is it's called Spout. And basically, if you've got, or if you allow students to have Twitter during lessons, it's really, really good to have a live feed of what is happening in the lesson. Maybe you can have, maybe you can set the time and the date on your Twitter feed, or you can just basically have questions. So that's all the app is, setting your date and time. It does get a lot better if you pay, but it's about £1.99 to get the full version. This one is ace, though. Look at that. Let's try again. Come on. It's good, isn't it? That one? Can you beat that? Hey! Here we go. So it's called Spout, and just for tonight, what I've put is all keywords that we've done from today. So you can have a Flickr search, so maybe some images. You can play around as well, which is really, really good with the settings. So if you want a lovely wood flooring, so that your words to all go onto, there we are. It's all ace. The clouds was quite nice. Play around with the colours. But as I said, if you've got Twitter in the lesson and they're asking questions or they're just demonstrating progress through Twitter, this would be ace on your display or your projector, showing what students are learning in real time.
My next one, which is really useful to us as teachers. Okay, this one is called Wi-Fi Photo, and this one, okay, when you load it up, will enable you to then just share your photos with anybody else. Okay, so when you load it up, okay, it gives you directly on the screen an IP address. You tap that in, share that with anybody else in class or colleague or wherever. Say you can plug your iPad in as well, and you can then just download all your photos from your iPad without having to actually plug in any wires, and you can do it with loads of people all through at the same time.
Okay, another one very similar to that. Last one. Okay, so this one we've mentioned before, all about radios. So we've got an online radio at the moment. Just started this week. My year 7s have been doing a radio broadcast from the lesson. So in terms of what they've got, they've been telling us all about. You can broadcast it live, so anybody can follow on Twitter, and they can also say what they've been learning, share their own music. One last thing before I go, just want to share a video with Mark. Here we go. This is just for you, Mark. Look, it's ace. Here we go. Just for you, Mark.
Hello, all at TeachMeet Clevedon. Congratulations on your new job, Mark. But I think Gavin is one
Gavin is a 1, was that? He is a 1, isn't he? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Okay, so grab apparatus here. Okay, we're going to kill the screen. We're not going to do what we discussed.